Welcome to Good Hope Premium Architecture channel, where you are going to learn how to use Revit. So the first step when you want to learn how to use Revit is to launch the Revit software, and you have to wait for a little bit time for the Revit to come up on your screen. Alright, now the first interface that is actually going to show you is where we have the project and we have the families. And as regard this, the learning of Revit, you gotta use a name under project because you want to learn how to use Revit from the scratch. So you have to click on new. After clicking on the new, you are going to see a tab that is going to pop up on your screen, which is asking you which type of file are you going to use. Then you have to click on architectural file, and you have to make sure that you click on project, not project template. You click on project, not project template, and you click OK for the interface to load. So after you had click on the interface to load, before you can start anything on Revit, you have to take note of the icons you have on your screen. And by the left side of the screen, we have the property, the project browsers, and by the right side we have the properties, and by the upper part we have the elements and some components we use in designing in Revit. Now first thing first, if you want to start any design, you have to determine your level first. That is the first thing you have to learn. So, and to achieve that, you have to go to elevations, and under elevations we have the east, the north, the south, and the west, and you can click on any of the elevation so as to see the level of the building. And as you can see on the screen, this is an automated level that is created by Revit, and you have to create your own so as to suit what you want to design. Do you get me? Now, after you must have clicked on any of the elevation, and we have levels here, and we have to create more levels so as to achieve our building, then you have to come to the upper part under architecture, and we have level around here, and you click on level. When you click on level, you can come in between the lines. It can be the middle constraint, or at the top constraint, or at the lower part, which is the bottom constraint. You can just create any level, and you are going to set it according to your design. Now that we have uh, multiple levels now, then you have to click on level 2, or rather you click on level 1 just to rename your level, and you can make your level 1 natural ground level. That as that. And after you must have typed in the name of the level, it's going to ask you, would you like to rename corresponding views? And the reason for this is that when you create or when you rename a level, it is going to affect on the elevation side, and it is going to affect on the floor plan side. So we have to click yes here so as to make sure that the renaming of the level correspond with all other designs. Then you have to click yes. So after you must have clicked yes here, then you have to click on level 2 to rename. We have oversight concrete. In this case, you can actually use normal ground level. You can use ground floor to rename the level, and you click on enter, then you accept it to correspond as in yes. So after you must have clicked that, you click on the level again. As you can see, we have an automated level distance, dimension here, which is 4 meters. But it depends on your design. Probably you are designing a building of an oversight of up to about 450 or up to about 600. At this point, let's assume we want to use 450. Then you have to type 450 as your distance from the natural ground level to the ground level. That is about that. And the next one is, uh, in some cases, we would want to design just bungalow or duplex. But being the first time learning the basics processes of Revit, let's still go along with bungalow design. Now, this level 3, we are going to rename it as in ceiling level, LV ceiling level. Then you accept yes. Then after you must have done that, you have to determine the distance to the dimension from the ground level to the ceiling level, which we are going to give it as 3450, because the reason being is that we have to add the 450 from the ground level to the level, to the ceiling level, which is going to be 3450. Because if we don't add the 450, we are not going to get the actual dimension of the house, which has to be 3 meter. So when you add the 450, you are surely going to get 3 meter as the height of the building. Now that about that, and we are still going to create one more level to determine the roof apex of the building. So you apply your level again, you rename the level to roof apex, then you accept to correspond. Now, you are yet to have your design, so you can't tell the distance of your roof yet, but you can just put a dimension of about 6,450, so as to just keep maintaining the 3 meters between the buildings. Now, let's assume we are done with leveling now. And that is how you can create leveling in Revit. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more updates.